Mostly Friday light. Berkeley traffic a little sluggish. There's a crash reported now closer to Ashby than University is first.
Good afternoon. Looks like they've cleared that stall on the upper deck of the Bay Bridge.
KQED's traffic reporters are with you during the most miserable part of your day, your commute. A friendly voice, usually bearing bad news.
Still of a crash, left lane. The backup's solid now from 3rd.
Entry crash north of Calistoga.
Over the years, Bay Curious has received several questions about KQED's traffic reporters.
Julie Deppish for KQED.
Joe McConnell for KQED.
Here's a peek behind the scenes.
Hi, Dave. Mostly Friday light. Berkeley traffic a little sluggish. There's a crash reported now closer to Ashby than University is first reported.
Joe McConnell has been a KQED traffic reporter for 31 years. When he started, he took the highway to work. But these days, his early morning commute is a 60-foot walk across his front yard.
Okay. My little producer is here. All is well. Usually wake up about 4:20-ish. I'm out here just a little after 5 o'clock. Fire up my computers, and within, a couple of minutes, I know what the traffic is. Pete's French Roast, coming right up here at the McConnell kitchen. This building we're in used to be a well pump house, and we just, put the walls in and put the soundproofing in and the acoustical tiles, and bingo bango, here we are.
Traffic reporters monitor real-time traffic sources to stay on top of what's happening. As many as 6 times an hour, they deliver a 30-second traffic report on KQED radio.
101 San Francisco, before Hospital Curve, north of Cesar Chavez, still of a crash, left lane, the backup's solid now from 3rd. Joe McConnell for KQED.
Around 2 p.m., Joe hands off to Julie Deppish, KQED's evening traffic reporter. She works out of the Total Traffic Office in San Francisco.
Coming up next on The World after a look at traffic. Hello, Julie Deppish.
Hey, Michelle, good afternoon. Looks like they've cleared that stall on the upper deck of the Bay Bridge. It was just before...
This is what we call the traffic pit, and the producers hang out here, and they take all the information from CHP.
Joe and Julie both work for Total Traffic, a part of iHeartMedia. The company provides traffic reports for more than 2,000 radio stations across the country.
Used to be we had airplanes and cars driving around telling us where the slowdowns were, and that was the only way you could find out.
This is where millions of Bay Area drivers get their traffic news.
It'll seem like about 10 years before you get up to Walnut Creek.
Reporters here get updates from crews in planes and helicopters and pass it on to 48 radio and TV stations.
But now, with GPS data, everybody's got cell phones, cameras, you have road sensors, you have GPS data. I miss the days of airplanes going up and looking at stuff, but this is really efficient.
Despite all the change, one thing remains the same. Reporters still juggle working for many radio stations, sometimes using different names.
I do traffic also for Seattle, 4 times an hour. I've never been to Seattle. And I also do a country station in Santa Rosa. From the KSRO Traffic Center, I'm Julie Shannon with your Froggy North Bay traffic.
I'm Cami Blackstone. Some stars, like Cami Blackstone, work for one station. Others work all over the radio dial, like Joe McConnell, who's on 8 stations.
I'm Joe McConnell, another traffic report in minutes on KSFO KYA-FM. And with Magic 61 Traffic, I'm Joe McConnell.
McConnell gives a different voice to each station. There's his up rock voice.
Joe McConnell, KFOG Traffic.
Seconds later, his public radio voice.
Joe McConnell for KQED Radio.
880 northbound is... One time I had 3 names. I used to do KGO under Joe Vincent, and I was Rocky Dolomite on the Ticket 1050. Well, KGO actually, when we took them on as a client, they didn't want to have the same people that were on all these other stations. So I just kind of said to the program director, well, change my name. And he instantly said, yeah, that sounds good.
For Joe and Julie, or whatever name they go by, being a traffic reporter is about helping people through the worst part of their day.
We got some new crashes. Ooh, 3 lanes are blocked in Sunnyvale. See, I don't want to sound too happy about it, but it's some significant information to pass along.
I think we're just relating to people where they're at. I mean, everybody has to deal with traffic in the Bay Area. So we just try to explain it in a human way instead of a announcer-reporter way.
Julie Deppish for KQED.